You are about to fall asleep. Your eyes are heavy. Your body is done. You need rest. But somewhere outside your window, something is moving. You don't know what it is. You pull the blanket tighter, and eventually you sleep. Now imagine doing that every single night for 300,000 years. No walls, no locks, no alarm system, just you, the ground, the dark, and everything out there that wants to eat you. How did they do it? How did ancient humans close their eyes, knowing that closing your eyes in the wrong place at the wrong time meant you never opened them again? The answer is not what you expect, and it will completely change how you think about sleep forever. Let's be honest about something. Sleep is insane. Think about what sleep actually is. You take the most complex survival machine ever produced by evolution. You lay it horizontal. You close its eyes. You disconnect its conscious awareness, and you leave it there, completely still, completely vulnerable, for 8 hours, every single night. For a modern human, this is fine. You have walls. You have locks. You have doors that cost more than some ancient humans earned an entire lifetime. But for 99% of human history, sleep was the most dangerous thing a human could do. Leopards hunt at night. Hyenas hunt at night. Lions are most active in the hours just before dawn. Every major predator on the African savanna evolved specifically to exploit the hours when humans were horizontal and unconscious. And yet, somehow, we survived. Not just survived, we thrived. We built civilizations. We invented language and fire and art and eventually Wi-Fi. All while taking an 8-hour vulnerability break every single night. So what was the system? Because there was definitely a system. The answer starts, as most ancient human answers do, with fire. Wonderwork Cave, South Africa. 1 million years ago, Berna et al. Published in 2012 the earliest confirmed evidence of controlled fire in human history. And fire did not just keep humans warm. Fire solved the sleep problem. Here is the equation ancient humans discovered. Predators fear fire. Not because fire is loud, not because fire is fast. Because fire is unpredictable. It moves, it sparks, it expands without warning. No predator, no matter how hungry, wants to walk into something it cannot predict. Anthropologist Polly Weissner spent years studying the Juhansi Bushmen of the Kalahari Desert, one of the last groups on Earth still living something close to the original human lifestyle. Her 2014 study in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences documented something remarkable. The campfire created a circle of approximately 30 feet in diameter. Inside that circle, safety. Outside that circle, everything else. Ancient humans did not sleep in the dangerous dark. They slept inside the light. Every single night. The fire was not decoration. The fire was the wall. But fire alone was not enough, because fire goes out. Wood burns down. Embers fade. And in the hours before dawn, the most dangerous hunting hours, the fire would be at its weakest. So ancient humans built a second system. A human system. They never slept alone. Not once. Not ever. For 300,000 years, no human being in history voluntarily slept in isolation. The band slept together. Always. Researchers studying modern hunter-gatherer sleeping patterns found something that completely shocked them. ancient humans did not all sleep at the same time. Think about that. In a band of 20 to 30 people, at any given moment during the night, at least 1 or 2 people were naturally awake. Not on guard duty, not assigned to watch. Just naturally awake. Because human sleep is not uniform. Jerome Siegel at UCLA published research in 2015 studying 3 modern hunter-gatherer groups. The Hadza of Tanzania, the San of Namibia, and the Tismane of Bolivia. What he found destroyed everything sleep scientists thought they knew. These groups, sleeping in natural conditions, had overlapping but different sleep schedules. At any given point during the night, someone was awake. Not by design, by biology. Evolution had quietly engineered human sleep schedules to never fully synchronize. The band was its own alarm system. Someone was always watching. Someone was always listening. Not because they were told to, because their body would not let them sleep at the same time as everyone else. Your insomnia is not a disorder. It might be evolution. But who was awake meant nothing if where they slept was wrong. Location was everything. Ancient humans were not random about where they closed their eyes. They were obsessive about it. Elevated positions. Always. A sleeping site needed height, so predators could not approach from ground level undetected. Natural barriers, rocks, water, dense vegetation on at least 2 sides. A clear sightline in the direction of greatest danger. And proximity to the fire. Researchers studying ancient sleeping sites found evidence of deliberate site selection going back hundreds of thousands of years. These were not random rest spots. They were engineered positions. The Hadza, studied extensively by David Sampson at the University of Toronto, sleep in elevated positions on rocky outcrops and in trees to this day. Not because trees are comfortable, because the ground will kill you. A leopard cannot carry a human out of a tree without making noise. Noise wakes the band. The band responds. The leopard leaves. This is not luck. This is 300,000 years of sleeping location optimization. Every bad decision about where to sleep was removed from the gene pool 1 predator attack at a time. But here is the part that changes everything. Ancient humans were not lying awake in terror every night. They were not running chronic anxiety about what was outside the circle. They were not doom-scrolling the predator highlights reel of their own imagination. They were calm, genuinely, biologically, chemically calm. How? Because they had done everything their biology required. Fire, lit. Band, together. Position, elevated and protected. Watch, naturally maintained. The stress response had a clear off switch in the ancient world. You completed the survival checklist, and your nervous system acknowledged it. It sent the signal. Threat managed. Cortisol, down. Melatonin, up. Temperature, dropping. Sleep, beginning. Robert Sapolsky at Stanford has spent 40 years studying stress in primates. His conclusion is brutal and simple. Stress without resolution destroys the organism. Ancient humans had resolution every night. The fire was lit. The band was together. The position was safe. The body could let go. And it did. Modern humans have none of these signals. We lie in a structurally safe room surrounded by walls and locks, and our nervous system still cannot find the off switch. Because the checklist was never designed for walls and locks. It was designed for fire and bands and elevated positions above the danger. You have a bedroom. Your nervous system wants a campfire. And until you understand that, you will never fully understand why sleep feels like a battle you keep losing. Ancient humans slept in the dark, surrounded by things that wanted to eat them, with no walls, no locks, no pharmaceutical assistance. And they woke up, morning after morning, generation after generation, for 300,000 years. Not because they were brave, not because they were tougher than you, but because they understood something we have completely forgotten. Sleep is not something you do alone. It is something a species does together. Fire burning, bodies close, someone always still awake, watching the dark so the rest could rest. We traded that system for a bedroom door, and somewhere in your biology, in the part that still scans for predators at 3 a.m. for no reason, something is still waiting for the band to come back.